Good afternoon, children. Welcome to today's class. Hope you all are fine and you are taking all the safety precautions to fight against the pandemic, because now it's increasing day by day. You must getting the newses. Uh, so now it's becoming very much essential day by day. Okay, so be safe and take very good care of yourself. Be very careful. Let's start our today's class. As we have finished chapter matter in our previous class, so today we are going to do some exercises or the worksheets. Today we are going to solve the worksheet 19 and 20. Okay, so this was given earlier, so today we are going to solve that. But before starting that, I think you have got the half yearly portion. Three chapters are there: Introduction to Chemistry, Element, Compound and Mixture, and Matter. Okay, these three chapters are there. So after doing this, we will be doing the revision work. Okay, so let's start our today's class. See, the question was, we have to write true or false against the following statement. So the first question was, gas molecules can move freely in all direction. So this is true. Gas molecules can move freely in all directions, so this will be true. Okay, next, molecules are very closely packed in liquids, so this is false, because in liquids molecules are not very closely packed, so this will be correct for solids, but for liquids this is false. So these are moderately packed in liquids but not very closely packed. Achha, next, the process of conversion of a solid into a liquid is called boiling. So solid into liquid, it's not called boiling, so this will be false again. The process of conversion of a solid into liquid is called boiling, this is false. So when we will be getting solid to liquid, like ice to water, this is called melting or fusion. Okay, so it's not boiling. Next question, all matter is made up of teeny invisible moving particles. Just a second. All matter is made up of teeny invisible moving particles called atoms. So this is true. Matter is made up of atoms. It is true. Just a second, let me just write T for true and F for false. Because space is very less, so you can write the full only, true and false, or in this manner also you can write. Okay, let's move on. Question number 5, a liquid has definite volume. Yes, it is correct. Liquid don't have definite shape, or any shape is not there in liquid, but it's having definite volume, so this is true. Achha, next, match the following. So we have to match column A with column B. Atom, this will match with D. See, teeny particles of matter. So atom will match with D. So if, you can write, so here it's not possible to write side by side, but whenever you will be writing, you try to write it side by side. Okay, so column A you keep fixed, and column B, there you change it accordingly. So atom will go with D, teeny particles of matter. Next, solid, here see it will match with E, have definite shape and volume. Yes, for solid it's having definite shape and volume. Next, vaporization, this will be change of state from liquid to gas. Yes, option C. So vaporization, change of state from liquid to gas. Next, gas, it will match with have least intermolecular force of attraction, F. Gases have least intermolecular force of attraction. Next, intermolecular space, this will match with B, gaps between the molecule. Okay. Next, new substance, this will match with chemical change, as in chemical changes A. Okay, this will match with A, as in chemical changes we are getting new substances, so it will match with A. Okay, next, see, objective type question. This is just after the end of the chapter matter. It's there in your book. This exercise is there in your book, I think page number 35. Yes, in page number 35 you are going to get this exercise. So let us solve this. So first, fill in the blanks. Water is matter because it has dash and occupies dash. So water is matter because it has mass and occupies space. Okay, so anything which is a matter, it must have this two, it must have some mass and must occupy some space. Okay, next, any matter which has a definite dash but no definite shape is called a dash. So a matter which has a definite volume but no definite shape is called a liquid. So in the first dash it will be volume and no definite shape is called a liquid. Okay, so in the second dash it will be liquid, as liquids not having any definite shape but it's having definite volume. Okay, next, question number C, dash and dash can flow. So we know liquid and gas, liquids and gas can flow. Okay, liquids and gases can flow. Okay, next, number D, the molecules are at a greater distance in dash as compared to liquids. The molecules are at a greater distance in gases. Yes, because intermolecular space is more in gases than in liquid, so molecules are at a greater distance in gases as compared to liquids. Okay, next, water boils at 100 degree centigrade. We know boiling point of water is 100 degree, so water boils at 100 degree centigrade. This temperature is fixed for pure water. Okay, and from this temperature we can examine whether the sample of water is pure or not. If it is not pure, then its boiling point will not show 100 degrees centigrade. Okay, so this is only for pure water. Next, the physical state of a substance which has neither fixed volume nor fixed shape is a gas. Okay, as we know that gases don't have any fixed volume or fixed shape. They neither have fixed volume nor fixed shape, so this will be gas. Okay, next, question number 2. Write whether the following statement are true or false. Okay, the first one is only water can exist in 3 different states, so this is false. Not only water, other substances are also there which can exist in different states. Okay, both solid, liquid and gas. But for that we must provide the proper conditions to them. Next, if the container in which a gas is collected has an opening, the gas will flow out and spread itself indefinitely. Yes, it is true, because we know because of random motion of gas, it will spread all over in the container, or whatever volume is provided to you, whatever space is provided to you, provided to gas, it will occupy the whole space. Okay, and it will spread indefinitely. Next, solids have the largest intermolecular space. This is false. Solids have the least intermolecular space. So instead of solid, if it would be gas, then it would be true, but this is false here. Okay, next, there is no difference between evaporation and boiling. No, this is false, because evaporation and boiling, though boiling is the it's if we heat any substance, then boiling is a form of evaporation, we can say. Okay, but in evaporation we can use heat, or without heat also evaporation will occur, whereas for boiling we must use heat. Okay, so there will be some difference between these two, so it's false. Next, all solids on heating first change to liquid and then to the gaseous state. So this is false, because all solids will not do the same. There are certain substances which we will call sublimable substances, the substances which sublime, like camphor, naphthalene or iodine. They will from solid state, directly on heating they will go to the gaseous state without passing through the liquid state. So this is false. All solids will not do the same. Next, if the intermolecular force of attraction is the weakest in gases, yes, it is correct. In gases, intermolecular force of attraction is weakest. Okay, next, a gas has no free surface. This is also true, as the intermolecular force of attraction is weakest in gases. The particles having lot of gap between them, so gases don't have any free surface. Next, for each of the following statement, say whether it describes a solid, a liquid or a gas. So we have to, according to the statement, we have to say whether it is a solid, liquid or gas. So the first one is, particles move about very quickly but do not leave the surface. So here it cannot match with solid. For gases also it will not match, because gases will uh, leave the surface, so it will be liquid. So for liquid, they move about very quickly, but they do not leave the surface. Okay, next, particles are quite close together. This will match with the solid definitely. Particles are quite close to each other. Next, particles are far apart and move in all directions. This will be gas. So gas particles are far apart and they can move in all directions. Acha, next, match the following. We have to match column A with column B. Solids, this will match with solids can have any number of free surfaces, so it will match with 3. Okay, we are having different surface or planes of solids, no? So it can have any number of this kind of surfaces. These are called free surfaces. Next, sublimation, change of state directly from solid to gas. That means it will match with number 5. The last one, change of state directly from solid to gas. This is called sublimation. Next, boiling point, the temperature at which a liquid changes into its gaseous state. Okay, so it will match with number 2. Temperature at which a liquid changes into its gaseous state. Next, gases, this will match with can flow in all direction. See number 1, it will match with number 1, can flow in all directions. Okay, next, number E, intermolecular space, so only one left. Gaps between particles, so number 4. Okay, intermolecular space means gaps between particles. Okay, next, name the phenomenon which causes the following changes. Okay, we have to name it, so very less space is there to write the answer, though I am trying. Formation of water vapor from water, so this is called evaporation. Name the phenomenon which causes the following changes: formation of water vapor from water, so evaporation. You can write boiling also, but in evaporation without heat we can get this, so evaporation is the correct answer. Okay, boiling also not wrong, but better you write evaporation. So next, disappearance of camphor when exposed to air, this is called sublimation. Yes, camphor can show sublimation, and this from solid camphor we are getting it will get mixed with air, and after some time it will disappear, means we will see nothing. Okay, only we can get the smell of camphor. So this is the phenomenon of sublimation. Next, conversion of ice into water. So from ice to water, this is called melting or fusion. So both you can write, or any one will be okay. Melting or fusion. Yes. Next, conversion of water into steam. So this is the difference. Water to water vapor, this will be evaporation, and conversion of water into steam, so this will be boiling. Okay, so this will be boiling. I hope you can understand the answers. It's difficult to write here properly. So the last one, boiling, it will go with conversion of water into steam. Okay, hope you can understand that. Okay, next. Give two examples for each of the following. So we need to give two examples for substances which sublime. So one is camphor, you can write, which will show sublimation. So one is camphor, and another you can write iodine. Okay, or instead of this you can write naphthalene ball also. So many are there, so any two you can write. Naphthalene ball is there, or ammonium chloride is there. Okay, so all are correct, so any two. Next, substances which do not change their state, okay, on heating or like so this will be diamond, okay, or some substances from carbon which will not show change of their state. So diamond, graphite, these two are there. Okay, diamond, graphite, these two are there. Or some gases. Okay, gases generally they are already in gaseous form, so they already in gaseous form. So if we heat that, then also they will not change their state. Okay, so diamond, graphite, these two are of example of solid, we can say, which will not change their state. And some gases like hydrogen, oxygen, this also can be given. So giving an oblique, or you can give a comma and write. Okay, hydrogen, oxygen, these gases also they are already in gaseous form, so if we heat it we will be getting the same only. So oxygen or hydrogen gas only we will be getting, so they will not change their state. Okay, so any two of this you can write. Next, substances which are rigid and not compressible. So solids are the solid substances which are rigid and not compressible. We cannot compress solids. So any two example of solid you can write iron, uh, copper you can write. Okay, or wooden block also you can say. Okay, or any two example of solid substances. Okay, so any two whichever solid you want to write, you can write. Okay, so these are rigid and not compressible. Next, multiple choice questions. Here we have to write which one is a kind of matter. So here light, sound and heat, these three are not matter because they don't have mass, and we cannot they will not occupy some space. Okay, so here petroleum is the only matter, so this will be the correct option. Next, the state of matter which has no definite shape or volume. So this is gas. Yes, the state of matter which has no definite shape or volume. Solid and liquid and water. Water and liquid both are same only. Both are in liquid form, and solid, they have definite, solids have definite shape and volume both, whereas liquid and water, they have definite volume but no definite shape. Only gases have no definite shape or volume, so this will be gas. Next, number 3, there are large intermolecular gaps in air. Okay, as air is a gas, kind of gas, so there will be large intermolecular gaps in air. Whereas water, iron ball or common salt, these are iron ball and common salt, these are solid, so there will be less intermolecular gaps between them. And water is a liquid, so there will be less intermolecular gap in compare with air. Okay, so if we compare between air and water, there will be large intermolecular gaps in air. Next, all kind of matter occupy space and have a definite mass, and a definite shape. Acha, see number 2, all matter have mass, but they don't have definite shape. Okay, they can change their states. This is not true for all matter have a definite volume. This is also not true for all matter, because for gaseous substances they don't have definite volume. So only number A, occupy space and have a definite mass, this will match with all kind of matter. Okay, so this will be the correct answer. Next, kind of matter which can sublime is iodine. Yes, iodine can show sublimation, so option D is the correct answer. Next, a substance which can change its state, substance which can change its state, this will be just a second. Oxygen, if we apply, we can get liquid oxygen if we compress it and all. So liquid oxygen we can get paper, cloth and wood. These three cannot change their state. Okay, so here this will be oxygen. Okay, so oxygen is the correct answer. If we provide those conditions, if we compress it and if we decrease the temperature and all, then we can get liquid oxygen. So here it will be oxygen. Okay, wood, paper, cloth, this this cannot change its state. Okay, next, number 7, the process by which a solid changes into a liquid. Solid to liquid, already we have done this. This will be melting. Yes, from ice to water and all. So solid changes into a liquid is called melting. So this is all for today. You revise this And as I told you earlier, just a second. It's not working actually. Actually, leave it then. uh, as I told you earlier, you have to read the book thoroughly. Okay, so do that, otherwise you cannot answer the objective questions. These may come from any part from the book, any from any line of the book, and to answer it correctly, properly, you must read the book thoroughly. This is very very important for all the subjects, not only for chemistry. This is important for all the subjects, so you have to do that. And you hope you are doing that also. So in this manner you keep on studying. Be safe, be very very careful, wash your hands properly regularly, and use masks, and better avoid to go out. So this, you know, this these are very necessary precautions which we must follow. So do that. Okay, and at the same time keep on reading, keep on studying properly. Have a good day and enjoy this, enjoy your study. This is very very important. Okay, so today up to this only. Have a good day. Thank you.